How you doing, everybody? So what would I wish for? It's gonna be kind of odd, but I like it. I think it's a good wish. And what it is I would love to live in the now. But I want to live in the past. I don't want to live in the future. We tend to bring baggage in from the past, you know, and that kind of screws us up sometimes. And in the future hasn't even happened. And we tend to not to bring in, you know, good stuff from the future that we're thinking about. We're thinking about kind of the bad stuff. And then we become fearful of things that haven't even happened. And I'll give you an example. When I was having the surgery done, or before it was done and before the Mohs surgery that I had, I was worried. I was anxious. I was fearful. And it was something that didn't even happen yet. So I took all that fear of not knowing, of the bad things that could happen, or what I thought might happen, I brought them right into the now. I mean, for a week, for actually 2 weeks, I had like a lump in my throat of just the anxiety of all this stuff happening. I'll give you another example. When my daughter got her driver's license, and she would go out, you know, she's a brand new driver, and she would go out to a friend's or to go get some food or go run an errand. The worry that me and her mother would have, you could almost taste it. And then when she got home, it's like, oh, she's home. Oh, she's home. You're so happy. But that whole agonizing time when she was gone, the worry and the fear that you felt was so powerful. And we put that on ourselves. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't worry. I'm not saying that you don't care about your kid if you're not worrying. But you're worrying about something that never happened. No, thank goodness it never did, but it never happened. And there are times where I do live in the now. You know, one would be, and there's no particular order here, but one would be when I'm watching a really good program on TV, and there's a couple of good programs that I like to watch. Most of the stuff out there on programming on TV is kind of crap. It's all drama, and I'm just kind of sick of drama and things like that. But there's a couple of good programs that I watch, and the wife will ask me something, and I'm so transfixed on that program. She's like, "Hey, I'm talking to you." I'm sure you guys have done that before, where you're so focused in on that, whatever you're focused in on, nothing else. You don't hear nothing else. And that's a good feeling, because you're not thinking of nothing from the past, nothing from the future. Or when you're watching a good movie, when you go to the theater, and you're getting, you got to eat your popcorn, and you're slurping on your Slurpee, and you're watching that movie, you're not thinking about nothing else. Now, if it's a bad movie, yeah, your mind will tend to wander a little bit. Or if you're with your spouse, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're just having a great time, you're not thinking about nothing else. You're thinking about only the time you're spending with that person, or maybe when you're with good friends and you're having great conversation and you're just having a great time. You're just thinking about that moment in time. You're living in the moment. You're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future. I could even say when you're having sex, I'm not thinking about nothing else. I'm thinking about just that. I'm not thinking about anybody else. If I was, I gotta get a new partner. And I think that's why it feels so good. These moments feel so wonderful. Another time would be when I'm gambling. And I don't gamble as much as I used to. I'd go probably a couple times a month years ago. I probably go maybe once every 2 months now. But I got blinders on. I'm not thinking about me coming home getting in trouble. I'm not thinking about the past at all. I'm thinking about only that time of me playing blackjack, poker, or slots. And that's why time just clicks by so quick. Time just flies when you're at the casino. Because, well, hopefully if you're breaking even or you're making a little bit of money, you're really happy and that's all you're thinking about. So those are the times where, you know, if you could bottle that, if you could just bottle those really good moments, and I think they're really good moments because you're not bringing in all this other crap. You're not thinking about the fearful things in the future, you're not bringing in the baggage from the past. And it's a mental thing, and I think I can get it without a wish. I think I can train my mind, and I've gotten a lot better. I used to worry. Oh, I used to worry a lot. I don't worry as much because I'm thinking it doesn't, well, other than having this, I was worried, I got to admit. But it doesn't matter. The future doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist. It's all in your mind. And my dad, when we were kids, and he still says it to this day, everything is mental. Everything is mental. And he's right. Everything that, all of our fears, all of our wants, it's a mental smorgasbord going on in your mind. So, you know, when I was younger, I would maybe get up late for work, and I know I had to be there, and I'd come in just like a bull in a china shop, grumpy, ornery, and I could take that whole group of people that were in a fairly good mood, and I could bring them down to my grumpy, negative, just sourpuss level. I could do that. I haven't done it for a while because I've learned don't do that. On the other side of the coin, I could go into the shop and everybody's kind of grumpy, there's something's going on, and by you joking around with them, laughing, being cheerful, you could take that whole group and you could bring them up. Mentally with your thought process, you could take attitudes and change them. So mentally, like I said, everything is mental. I truly believe this. And you know, this ain't no debate. Let me have my wish. You know, because I can see other people saying, "Well, you need to have the past. You gotta learn from the past." Well, I'm not saying you're not going to learn from the past. I'm saying don't bring the baggage in from the past. It's a dream. It doesn't exist. It's gone. In the future, don't even look at the future. The future doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The now. The only thing that exists right now is me talking to this stupid camera. That's what exists right now. It's right now. Not me that I'm late from going home to get dinner and I'm going to get probably yelled at for doing a video. I don't even going to think about that. I'm thinking about this just now. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of right now, and it may change. It's funny how our thought processes change over time, over a month, 2 months, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years. You know, you're not the same person thought process-wise as you were when you were a kid, when you were in your 20s, 30s. It's going to change. So this wish that I have could change, but as of right now, this is what it is, and that's what it is. So thanks for watching, everybody, and all the people that have responded. Hey, appreciate it. I kind of get an idea of where you're coming from, who you are, and great stuff. It's just wonderful, wonderful things that the comments that I saw, and that's about it. So have a great night. And I'll talk to you later.